Now, we've already seen the race version of the Ducati Streetfighter V4 at Pikes Peak, but no official word yet about the everyday production version. Until now. Well, still no official word, but a snap-happy cameraman managed to take a spy shot of the upcoming production model. And it looks quite different than the race version. Get your motorbike news in a pleasant way. Hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you don't miss the next episode. The race-ready Streetfighter V4 was shown off this year at the Pikes Peak International Hill Climb. Its rider, Carlin Dunn, which was a multiple Pikes Peak winner, unfortunately crashed and died from his injuries just before the finish line while trying for a record time.
Alright, here we are, Friday. Almost made it through the entire week. So we're back. We kind of get a wild card day at the very end of the week. It could be the bottom section, middle section, or top section, so it's a bit of a crapshoot.
We were just saying, the hardest part about this whole thing is you want a day off. All you can do is just talk yourself out of things when you're sitting here idle. So you gotta stay moving. You think about all the things you didn't do, all the things you could have done, second guess decisions you made as far as setup. So just sitting around, it's like you can lose the race just sitting around.
For a bit of a history lesson here, the Pikes Peak International Hill Climb is a race dating back to 1916. It's a 12.4-mile race based in Colorado, USA, where a variety of classes including cars, trucks, motorcycles and quads race to set the fastest time. In 2012, Carlin Dunn was the first rider ever to set a sub 10-minute time, and he was also riding a Ducati at the time. However, after his unfortunate accident this year, race officials stated that they were considering banning motorcycles from the race because of their inherent danger, where many turns literally have no room for error. After this was circulated in the media, Carlin Dunn's mother, Romy Gallardo, wrote a tearful statement. And I'm not kidding here when I say it's tearful, read it for yourself, you'll see. Where she explained that she and her baby boy, as she referred to Carlin, were fully aware of the dangers going into the race and that the last thing Carlin would want is for motorcycle racing to be over at Pikes Peak. Now, circling back to our V4 Streetfighter, the differences between the race-ready version and the Spied street version seem to be quite significant. The race version gets most of its important bits straight from the Panigale V4. Here we're talking about the V4 engine, the half-length chassis, the single-sided swing arm, the fuel tank and even the rear bodywork. So then at the end of the day, it's just a Panigale in different clothing. To turn it into a Streetfighter, Ducati has taken off the front fairing, made the handlebars taller and wider, and messed a bit with the nose and the side panels of the bike. Coming back to our spy shot, this bike seems to be the lower model of a two-model series, with the higher-end model actually being the race version seen at Pikes Peak. All of this is mirroring the same lineup of the Panigale V4. Taking a look at the exhaust, it seems that it's the same production version as on the Panigale and not the Kropovich one used at Pikes Peak. This suggests that the engine hasn't been significantly changed for the Streetfighter compared to the Panigale, which means that at stock it will put out 214 horsepower, making it the most powerful naked model on the market. What do you do with all that horsepower? Where could you possibly be in such a hurry? The higher spec Streetfighter will get all-in shocks in the front and in the rear, while the base version will have Showa forks paired with the Sachs rear, just like the base Panigale V4. The bike is expected to be shown in the flesh this November at EICMA, and we'll keep our eyes peeled for this power monster then. Pricing should also be similar to the Panigale V4, with around $21,500 for the base version and around $28,000 for the no stops pulled higher spec version. So a naked, more comfortable bike with a MotoGP heritage. Is Ducati correct in assuming this is what riders want? What will happen to their existing Panigale lineup when the Streetfighter rolls out of the factory doors? Let us know in the comments what your opinion on this is. Well, that's the show, everybody. Give it a big thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. And if you think you've learned something new, consider subscribing or becoming a patron to help us make more of these videos. Cheers, and I'll see you on the next one.